This is a story about the prophets. Today, we will hear about a prophet, the prophet Jonah. Now the Lord came to Jonah. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and tell them that they are bad and they need to change and become good. Now prophets are so close to God, and God is so close to them that they know what it is God wants them to do, and they go do it. Jonah turned and went the other way. He found a ship going to Tarshish in Spain. It was as far from Nineveh as you could go. Suddenly, a great storm broke out. The sailors were afraid, so each one prayed to his own God. They threw everything they were carrying into the ocean to make the ship light so that it could float. Now, a prophet is someone who helps people know what to do. They went to look for Jonah. Do you know where he was? He was asleep in the bottom of the boat. The captain found him and commanded him to call on God to save them. All Jonah did was climb up to the deck of the boat. The storm got worse, and the people were more afraid. They decided to cast lots to see who made God angry. And they wanted to throw that person overboard to get rid of him. Now, a prophet is one who speaks for the one true God. The sailors asked him who he was. He told them that he worshiped God, the one who made the sea and the dry land. Then the sailors were afraid. They knew that he was trying to flee from God. The sea grew even more troubled. Finally, Jonah said, "Throw me in, and the storm will stop." So they threw him in, and all of a sudden, quiet. The sea was calm. Now, a prophet is someone who brings people close to God by what he or she says or does. Jonah said nothing, but when the sea grew calm, the sailors all fell down and worshiped the true God. Now, a prophet is someone who is very close to God. A false prophet is far from God. When Jonah was thrown into the water, he was neither close to or far from God. He was sinking. As he sank, a great fish swam up and swallowed him. Jonah was in the belly of the big fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Jonah began to pray, and the fish began to feel very strange. It grew sicker and sicker. Finally, it swam to the land, to the shore, and vomited out Jonah onto the dry land. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. Arise and go to Nineveh, that great city, and tell the people there they are bad and they need to change and become good. This time, Jonah went to Nineveh. He cried out to the people of Nineveh that they were bad and that God commanded that they become good. God said that they would all be destroyed if they did not change. prophet is someone who is overjoyed when people who were bad become good. The people of Nineveh listened to God's call, and they turned and became good. All went about wearing sackcloth and ashes to show how sorry they were. Even the king and queen were sorry and became good. The creatures in the field were sorry too, and they also became good. God did not destroy the great city. This made Jonah angry. He wanted God to destroy the city. These people were not even people of God. He went outside the city, sat on a hill, and sulked. Jonah wanted to get his way. God said, "Why are you angry?" God caused a plant to grow and give Jonah shade as he sat on the hill in the sun. Then one night, God sent a worm to attack the plant. It withered away and died. When the sun rose, a sultry east wind came, and the sun beat down on the head of Jonah so that he was faint. He grew angry about the death of the plant. "Why are you angry about the plant?" God asked. Jonah said, "I am angry enough to die." He thought he still might get his way. God said, "You pity the plant, but you did nothing for it. You did not cause it to grow. You did not care for it. Should I not pity Nineveh, that great city where there are more than 120,000 people and all their cattle?" That is how the story ends. I wonder what part of the story you like best. I wonder what part of the story is the most important part. I wonder where you are in the story, or what part of the story is about you. I wonder if there's any part of the story that we could leave out and still have all the story we need. I wonder how you would finish the story. Here's the great fish that swallowed Jonah up. Here's the ship that carried Jonah far from Nineveh, where he was supposed to go. Here's the ship that got caught in the storm. Here's the plant that gave Jonah shade, but he didn't care for it. He didn't help it grow, so it died. Here is that great city of Nineveh, where the people changed from being bad to good. The city that Jonah didn't want to go to. Here is the prophet Jonah.